What is going on, guys? Eagle Aquatics back here, and in today's video I'm going to be coming at you with a much needed reef tank update. This is going to be an update on my 125 gallon reef tank, famous on the channel. Just basically summarize, it's been such a long time since I've done a reef update. It's about time we do one. I know the last update you seen, the tank was in pretty rough condition, so I'm going to explain that, my theories behind what happened and what killed all the corals. So bear with me. I'm going to go through the tank. I'm going to go through, show you guys all the coral and everything, all the fish, how they're all doing, and explain my theories at the end as to what I think happened to my tank. As you guys know, the last video I did, it was on a downhill slope. All my corals were dying. Right now in this video, I probably lost about 80 to 85% of the coral, mostly LPS and SPS. I lost all my SPS coral, but LPS, I still have a few. But the only corals survived that are the soft corals and some LPS coral, but that's pretty much it. So I'm going to get right in the video and start showing you guys around the different corals that are still alive in here. And I'm going to show you fishing and inverts also. So let's get right to it. We got the Sierra Trichophilia down there. He's a sole survivor, all the LPS, big LPS corals. He seems to be the only one that hasn't been affected. Brain coral wise, he seems to be still doing pretty good. He opens every single day. He seems unaffected completely. We got the first scoff coral. This is a neon, ultra neon Yuma mushroom, which seems to be doing pretty good. He opens every single day. They're a little shrunk up right now because I did a water change earlier today. There's the Blasto right there. He's going on 3 heads. It's super surprising. He was not affected with anything that happened. It's so weird. But now see one of the top polyps, it doesn't look that good. So I think I'm going to lose that polyp, but we'll see. But we still got the 2 new ones on the side, so we'll see what happens there. But just amazing that some of these corals weren't affected and so many were. It's just terrible. This I'm kind of sad about. This is my one of my favorite corals of all time, the cotton candy chalice, I like to call it. He started receding a couple weeks ago. I don't think he's going to make it at all. Like I said, guys, I'm going to explain the theory at the end of later on in the video. I'll explain what I think happened to the tank and what all the corals, what started it all and everything. So I'll catch you guys up with that. But I don't think that chalice is going to make it, that's for sure. Just like most of my other corals. What do we got? We got the leather corals. We got the devil's hand right there, and the famous neon green toadstool. Both of these guys are totally unfazed and growing like mad. It's crazy. That devil's hand leather coral is probably the size of a hand. And this guy, he's a little wedged on that rock because I was moving him around earlier doing my water change. But this dude is growing like crazy. It's crazy. But that thing is freaking awesome. Not a very common coral, but they will be common again now that Indo is back open. New news. If you guys didn't know, Indonesia is going to start exporting again next week. Here are the Lobo corals. I mean, not doing as good as they used to. I mean, it's just not good. We got a few, what's left of my Euphilia. Those are neon splatter hammers. 2 frags that I fragged off my dying colony. That whole rock used to be full of Euphilia. If you guys go back in my, go in my playlist on the 125 Reef, you'll see that rock used to be loaded with frog spawn, hammers. I had gold hammers. I had all kinds of crap on there. The tank used to be so awesome, but I'll explain later on what happened. There is a blueberry sea fan doing pretty good. He still likes the flow. He's been growing like crazy, unaffected, like the other coral. Still doing really good. I don't think I'm going to lose this guy. So, and then you can see the GSP in the corner, right, growing on that rock. And then we have that, I forget the name of that one actually. Some type of salmon coral, one of the only SPS corals that survived. This is GSP, what I got left of it. I used to have a huge colony, got rid of it. Fox coral, we got him. I mean, he used to look a lot better. He ain't doing too good. I mean, he still opens part of them, but I don't know. Same with those guys, the Lobos. Yeah. So I don't think this guy's going to make it, honestly. I used to have that. Remember that orange lepto right there? Smoked. Dead. I just couldn't get him off the rock. That's why he's still in there. Got the neon red mushrooms. A few left in the colony. I don't think I'm going to lose these guys. Really, really cool. There used to be a bunch of them. But I lost so much, guys. It's not even funny. Monopora Mountain. Do you guys remember that post on Instagram? Gone. They all got smoked by whatever happened. I used to have Pavona coral right there. Zoas, the Bam Bam Zoas, Pink Passion Zoas. Those guys look really good. They're actually spreading pretty nicely. And the red Ganapora, very surprising. One of more sensitive coral, actually doing fairly decent. You can see some parts of them got smoked at the worst of the tank crash, but the rest of them right now, he's coming back out and coloring back up. So, I mean, he looks pretty good. So I'm going to explain the theory, what I think happened here, guys. I used to bring home a lot of dying corals from the store I work at, just to rescue them. I made the mistake of bringing home an elegance coral one time. He died in the tank unknowingly. He blown around. He fell off the skeleton and went behind a rock. I couldn't get to him. I didn't even know, honestly. I was on vacation. I think that coral disintegrated, releasing all the toxins in the tank. I think the toxins from the elegance coral disrupted one coral, or just a couple in the tank, which caused them to die and release their toxins. And I think it just started a chain reaction, death after death after death. Just different corals affected by other corals' toxins. That's the only thing I could think of. I was told that the phosphates were too low. I kept it at 0 for most of the time, but my tank thrived. It thrived. I brought them back up. I brought back up the nitrates. I brought back up the phosphates because it's easy to do. I got rid of the GFO. I had GFO. Got rid of all that. Threw out all my chaeto, brought back up the nitrate or the nutrients. Nitrates were around 9 to 10, phosphates 0.05. That's about what they're at right now in this video. I tested my water like a week ago, but it was not that. I can guarantee you guys, it's not the lighting. I've ran the same intensity lighting all my years of reefing. I haven't changed the Kessels or ramp up to 60% max, just a few hours a day, and then ramp back down. Zet light, no different. What else I was told? No fish are going after, the triggerfish, the pufferfish, the coral beauty. I've never seen them eat any coral. They don't affect anything. None of the inverts. I don't have any coral eating inverts or anything. The flow, I can't relate back to lack of flow killing these corals because there is a significant amount of flow in this tank. Got the 2 high doors, got the 4 outlets from the bottom. I can only relate it back to coral toxins killing each other, started by that stupid dying elegance coral that I put in here. My mistake, at least I think. This is just a theory. I have no idea of what actually happened. I couldn't trace down anything. Temperature and salinity were spot on. Never got that out of control. But, just think. It had to have been toxins, something related to toxins, because I didn't lose one fish, not one fish. I didn't lose a shrimp. I've had that coral banded shrimp for years. He hasn't been. 0 effect. Snails, didn't lose one. I've had these snails forever. It did not affect inverts. It did not affect fish. It did not affect the water quality. What can I say? I run a skimmer on here. I tried running carbon because I thought about it, but it just didn't do anything. I have no idea of what killed my tank or what happened. I have no idea. But we're moving over the summer. This tank's going to be totally redone. Totally. Completely redone. This is going to be the same setup, in the new house. I'm going to use the same tank, same rock, but I'm going to bleach all this rock because it's infested with bubble algae. There's bubble algae everywhere. See it all on the rocks. Oh, God. You can't get rid of that. I tried putting emerald crabs in here, but one or 2 fish in here eat them. I think it's the Melanaris wrasse and maybe the trigger or the puffer. I'm not too sure, but they eat them. But it's going to be totally redone, totally new. We're going to do things totally different. So stay tuned for that. It's going to be wicked. We got the tube anemone over in this corner, doing really good. No effect on this guy. Eats like crazy, growing like crazy. He's awesome. He'll be going over the new tank. The new tank that we're going to install in the next house, I'm keeping all these fish. All the fish are going to be kept. What's left of my coral is going to be kept. All the invert snails, everything's going to be kept. The tube anemones staying. All the livestock staying. I'm bleaching all the rock, though. We're going to start all over with the rock. My plan is to quarantine the corals also. But let's get into the fish. I've got the porcupine puffer right here, doing amazing. Star reef candidate. He hasn't bothered anything. Doesn't bother inverts, nothing. I mean, look at him. You can't beat him. I'm waiting to do a care guide on this guy because I want a little more experience on this in a reef tank, because I kind of want to show people how these fish can be very reef safe and just explain what I think about those guys. Mimic Tang, doing awesome. You can see he's not changing color yet. He's not that mature yet. I mean, his fins, some of his fins are starting to get a little darker, but I'll give it time. It's the mascot of the channel. Get the maroon clown right there. He's giant. He's got to be around 5 inches. Had him for about 5 years. It's crazy, but he's really cool. Not aggressive at all. Only messes around with the Melanaris wrasse. The lone chromis kills any other chromis that I try to put in the tank. There's the Hippo Tang. Hey, I'm working on a video for this guy, so it'll be the next video out. Care guide on the Hippo Tang. I know a lot of you guys probably want to see that. My opinions on keeping that guy. Got the blue jaw triggerfish. Just did a care guide on that. Go check it out on my channel. But awesome fish to have in a reef tank. Doesn't bother anything. Doing great. Got the, oh, there's a 6-line wrasse. I have a few 6-line wrasse in here. I don't know if I've ever showed them, but there's one of them. Just to keep track of any pests or anything in the tank. I don't think there are any, but you never know. I think they're cool. And I didn't touch on the Melanaris wrasse. He's still in there, getting kind of old. Some of his fins are tattered and stuff like that. He's losing some color, but he's still going strong. That guy, I'm not too sure how long they'll live, but yeah. So keep an eye out for more care guides coming out on the channel. And let me see if I could see any. There's the Coral Beauty. If you can see him, there he is. The one-eyed Coral Beauty, two-face. Really, really cool fish. Had that guy forever. Still going good. And then I got the white-tailed dottyback still in here. I think, I'm not too sure where he's at. But go down in the sump. I still have all the Chato in there. It's all growing strong. Still grow it. It keeps the tank stable. It keeps the nutrients stable. Protein skimmer still going strong. Return pump, all that stuff. So the only fish I didn't touch on was the white-tailed dottyback in here. He's hiding in the rocks. But we'll see. We'll see where he's at. See if I can see him. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys got a little something out of this video. Hopefully I brought you guys up to date on the horrible news, honestly. But yet not really, because this whole tank's going to be restarted. But now you guys got up to date with this tank. New update, so you can see what's going on, get my take on what happened. But please subscribe to the channel, share the videos, subscribe. We're over 4,000 subscribers, so I can't thank you guys enough for that. DM me on Instagram. I answer all the questions, and please leave a comment down below, because I love I answer every single comment. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.